quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets up. Oh,
down.
Watch who he's going to set up. He's going to go for the. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the final game of the second round of the playoffs, season 24 CFSL. David Ware, Kate Padgett, live from Tallahassee, Florida, as the A&M Aggies and the Seminoles set to square off for the right to play Iowa in the playoffs. Kate, a lot on the line in this game. I tell you what, there's going to be some fireworks tonight.
Yeah, that's the #1 team coming into the playoffs, and then the team that nobody wanted out of the draftable teams, Florida State A&M. I am on Tom's tree in the coaching CFSL ranks. It's going to be a good one.
It is, as we see the Aggies with the ball to start the ball game. And talking about impact players, Jimbo Hawk, definitely a guy to watch tonight.
And 100 bits from Brent, Ben already 100 or a 20 stream streak from Cade. That's me. It's a 2-mile-an-hour wind tonight. 40 degrees here in Tallahassee.
We're going to see what the Aggies have in store. Taking a shot to the left immediately. Big play. Anthony Weston, 20 yards and an Aggie first down.
And I'm spreading them out wide early. Anthony Weston kind of falling down the depth chart a little bit with Jimbo Hawk, Spencer Beatty, and Brendan Walsh ahead of him. But still 300 yards, 2 touchdowns on the season for the 4-star junior.
Almost to midfield already now at the 46. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Streets in the gun, quickly throwing right, finds a receiver. That's going to be Walsh with the 5-yard reception.
Riley Quinn on the stop right there, but that double out route concept, throwing it to the inside guy, it's always good to run that double outie.
Double out slant. It's all the same with Cade. 2nd and 5 as we have Dansby in the backfield, quickly throwing left is Streets, and he finds his receiver, Anthony Weston again. Another first down.
And second catch of the night for Weston. Only 3 last week. Anthony Weston being the guy that's going to get the Aggies going early.
3 receivers to the left now for Streets in the gun. Under pressure, throws left. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
We got some degenerates in the chat. Who wins this one? Is it A&M or is it Florida State? 10 minutes on the prediction. It's holiday season. Go get you a hoodie.
Loaded pistol for the Aggies. It's going to be a quick throw left. It's incomplete, but we do have a penalty.
It's an interesting flag. It's pass interference, but it's going to go against Florida State.
So what should have been 3rd and 10 is now 1st and 10 as the Aggies catch a break across midfield now to the 43.
And that was against the defensive lineman, David.
I mean, very interesting. 2 receivers to the right for Streets. He's going to quickly throw to the middle. Finds Walsh for his 2nd catch of the night. 2nd and 5.
The 5-star freshman out of Harrison, New York, has had a great season. 50 catches, over 500 receiving yards. And A&M just taking what Florida State's going to give them early.
3 receivers to the right for Streets now in the gun. 2 to the left. Under pressure, throws to the middle. Passes receiver Walsh again. This is good for 10 yards and a Nagy first down.
And my favorite route in the league, David, the slant route. Malcolm Streets 5 of 6 to start this opening drive.
Now under center is Streets, hands this one off, and this is going to be a run right up the middle for Dansby. And I tell you what, a first down on first down is a win.
It's always a luxury when a running back can run for a first down on first down. Bam, bam, Dansby, as he's known in College Station.
In the PX1 Sports red zone as Dansby gets the carry running right. Hit at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Florida State said, all right, we've seen enough of those big runs. Not going to let that happen again. Good job by the Florida State front 4.
At the 15 now, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dansby to the right of Streets in the gun. And Dansby gets carry running left. Dansby picks up 8 yards. That will bring up 3rd and 2, Cade.
And good job by Malcolm Dansby right there on the season. Over 600 rushing yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground for the junior transfer from Virginia Tech. And a crucial early third down, a tone setter for both of these teams.
Public service announcement to the CFSL. It is Biddy Tuesday. Let's get the biddies going. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Streets. He hands this one off. Dansby cuts to the right, picks up the first down, and then is punished the moment he crosses the line to gain.
Yeah, two Seminoles bringing him down right there. B.J. Cooksey and Riley Quinn, but Dansby got just enough for the first.
Streets in the gun, Sneed in the backfield. Sneed gets the carry, runs left. She is stopped for a 4-yard loss. Gonna bring up 2nd and goal.
Crowder Painter got flagged with the pass interference earlier in the drive, but kind of get a little bit of get back here, bringing down Felicia Sneed for a 4-yard loss. Florida State has had enough of these runs.
Here we go, 2nd and goal from the 10 left hash mark. Loaded pistol for Streets. Dansby in the backfield will get the carry. Nowhere to go. Wade Smith, the senior linebacker, in on the play.
Florida State sent the house right there. Dansby had 12 yards on his first carry. After 5, he's only up to 19. The Seminole defense is standing tall.
3rd and goal as Tom gives away 5 subs. Thank you very much. Y'all make sure you thank him. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight in motion from left to right. Streets under pressure, throws off his back foot. Had his receiver not able to hold on to it. 4th and goal. The Seminoles defense holds tight and will be forced to go for a field goal. Brady Hansen, the sophomore.
Even if the pass was caught, David, it wouldn't have been a first down. So either way, incomplete pass.
The Aggies continue their streak in the red zone all of season 24. Every opportunity in the red zone, they have scored, and they continue that streak there. Thank you, 4CD, with 200 biddies. As the Seminoles return this one, and a nice return as Augustin with 22 yards.
And a good return by Augustin. Hype train is chilling in the station. We need some more bits. We need some more subs to get this hype train rolling on the final game of the quarterfinals.
Just pretend it's spring break and show the biddies. Quickly throwing left, Schultz with the 4-yard reception.
Yeah, good job by Alexander Schultz catching that one over the middle. I mean, it's good. You had Dawson Downey crashing down, but DJ Scally trusting his receiver right there.
James with the 100 biddies, and we are underway as we have Scally on the play action, finds his receiver, but oh goodness, the defense knocked it free.
Yeah, bang, bang play right there. The Aggies were there to knock it away in an early 3rd down for Florida State deep in their own territory.
3rd and 6 now for Scally. He's going to load deep down the right side. Had a receiver, but maybe outside by just a step or two.
A little bit more than a step or two, and I see my wife in chat. It's a hostile household indeed. She came up here, gave me the bird and a thumbs down as we were getting started, but we're going to have a nice game. I don't want to call it friendly, but it's a damn good one tonight.
So now 1st and 10 for the Aggies. They are up 3-0 with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Streets play action under pressure. Here we go, throws to the middle, finds a receiver, Jimbo Hawk. A very tight window, but he brought it in.
And the 5-star senior does not want his season to end tonight. And a good job by Malcolm Streets in between 2 Florida State defenders finding Hawk.
Streets goes under center and play action, rolling right, throwing right, has a wide open receiver. It's 1st and 10 as Blue Hayes with a 29-yard reception. That's the boy, Blue.
Yeah, you're my boy, Blue, on the corner route, which is just an outside extended slant route. That has been money for Blue Hayes all season long. Over 300 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns for the 4-star freshman tight end.
77% of the way through level 2 hype train. Thank you, 100 bits to 4CD there. Streets throws left, has his receiver inside the PX1 Sports red zone. Bradley Showers with the 2-yard reception.
We had Haydini with 100 bits as well. Good catch by Showers. But again, Florida State looking to stand tall in the red zone.
Here we go, under center, tied into motion from right to left. Dansby gets the carry. Dansby trying to get to the outside. That's awfully hard to do when 4 Seminoles are waiting.
Yeah, he does his best to get 1 yard on the play. 3rd and 7. A&M 1 for 2 on 3rd down. He got about 3 minutes left in our prediction that had 10 minutes to start.
So now empty set with 3 to the right. Streets under pressure, throws left, and touchdown Aggies!
Jimbo Hawk is the one player on this offense that you can't leave open, and Florida State forgot about him in the back of the end zone. 50 bits from Dat Duty. You see the Aggies in chat. Caw, caw. You know it's not what a Hawk says, but that's the calling card for Jimbo Hawk.
Oh, what a throw, what a catch. The extra point from Hansen is good. The Aggies up 10-0 over the #1 seeded Florida State Seminoles. We will see how they respond here as this kick will be returned out of the end zone across the 20 and spins out to about the 26 is Augustine.
And 200 bits from 4CD. Tom, I'm trying my best to not let my emotions get the best of me, but you know how much I respect you and this team, and I'm a little hyped up and amped up.
2 receivers to the left, and this is going to be a running play. Augustine getting the carry, and it is on the ground, and the Aggies are going to scoop and score. Touchdown! Aggies!
Oh my goodness, what a play by the Aggie defense. Dawson Downey slowed down D-Money, and Gage Xander Martell forces the fumble, and it's an easy scoop and score for Miles Shakur on the road against the #1 team. Could not have written a better start for the Aggies.
Holy cow, the extra point up and good, 17-0, ladies and gentlemen. 3:37 left in the first, and the Aggies on offense and defense getting the points. We'll see how the Seminoles respond with this return, and a nice one right there by Schultz.
100 bits from James, 200 bits from 4CD. You got under a minute left on that prediction. Get those channel points out. But if you're Florida State, I'm not saying you've been here before. I mean, they were early in the season against Texas, but this game is far from over. Every quarterfinal game has begun like this.
Yeah, I mean, Florida State down by 25 against Texas earlier in the season. They came back and win. Scally quickly throwing left, has a receiver, and this is what they do. This is Zane Tree, the tight end, 28 yards and a Seminole first down.
649 receiving yards on the season for Zane Tree. You see A&M bring in a little bit of a blitz, but it doesn't get home. It's great pass protection from the Florida State offensive line, giving Tree a chance to get across the formation. 23 bits for Measy. We are 8% into level 3.
Congratulations to Measy and his Iowa Hawkeyes for the huge win earlier tonight. Now back here we have Scally in the gun. Scally throwing to the middle. He finds Chris Clark for a 4-yard reception. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're not only on Twitch, we're on YouTube and Facebook, and I hope you guys are loving it on all 3 platforms.
I would love to watch it on all 3 platforms. I just don't have the devices in front of me right now.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Scally will go to the middle, and somehow there was like 0 window, but Clark still caught that.
And what a tough catch by Chris Clark. We have the wager results. It's pretty much dead even. 51% of the wagers on Florida State, 64,500 channel points. 49% of the wagers on A&M with 62.8 thousand.
Empty set for the freshman Scally. As he's in the gun, throws right, has his receiver Stone, a 10-yard reception and a first down.
And TJ Scally over 4,100 passing yards on the season, spreading it around to a walk-on on that play right there.
So now under center is Scally. Play action, under pressure, throws to the middle, finds Money, and that's the first time we've called Money's name tonight.
And this is exactly what Florida State does. They're going to take what the defense gives you, and if A&M is going to leave the underneath open, TJ Scally will have no problem throwing it all night long.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Money getting the carry, his first carry of the night, gets to the line of scrimmage. That brings up 2nd and goal.
And Barry Miller with the stop. That is a walk-on, but there were 5 Aggies there that were all trying to slow down D-Money.
In the PX1 Sports Red Zone, Scally goes under center with 2 receivers to the left. Play action, thrown to the middle. Touchdown!
The play action by TJ Scally froze the defense, and it allowed Schultz to come across the middle. You see there's a bunch of Aggies in the area. Anukar Reed was the closest, but when you're guarding 2 yards into the end zone, they're going to throw it underneath and give an electric playmaker like Alexander Schultz, who has 14 touchdowns coming into this game. They're going to give him a chance to get into the end zone.
Hence the sophomore with the extra point. And now 17-7. 1:59 left in the first quarter. Florida State is a team you can never let up the gas on. We'll see if their defense can make a huge play as the Aggies will return this kick out of the end zone across the 25. Jimbo Hawk with the 27-yard return.
Omen with a seven-stream watch streak. Hey, Dini with 7 bits in chat. Easy with 23 bits in chat. David, we're getting going in this one.
Oh, we are. We appreciate each and every one. We're at level 3 and quickly throw into the middle as Dansby out of the backfield with a 7-yard reception.
Yeah, that Texas route, angle route, whatever you want to call it, it's been like that all season for Malcolm Dansby. We are running out of time to get to level 4. Keep getting to the hype train, boys and girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Under center, and this is a running play up the middle, and it will be a first down.
Yeah, good carry by Malcolm Dansby right there just to move the chains and keep the Aggie drive going.
First and 10 now at the 32. Excuse me, the 36, I apologize. As we have a quick pass to the left, and that's going to be the slant route that you love, streets to Beatty for 15 yards.
It's only fitting that it's my favorite route. We practice it almost every series in practice. Good route by Beatty and a better find by Streets.
So now first and 10 for the Aggies. And I tell you what, this offense so far has been electric across midfield to the 48 of Florida State. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Streets quickly throwing left, found Anthony Weston. I do not know how Weston caught that one.
Dangerous throw on the double out route. Florida State brought pressure. Malcolm Streets does find his receiver. We are over with the hype train. We got 10% of the way through level 3. Johnny resubbing for 15 months.
Thank you so much for the resub as Streets sacked, a loss of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
Yeah, Monty Leak just came through on the inside. You see Florida State bringing 6. Now, A&M doesn't have enough to block up, and Monty Leak says, thank you very much, offensive tackle. I'll come in on the inside and bring down the quarterback.
And now 3rd and 12, the Aggies at midfield. Can they convert? 2-by-2 set for Streets in the gun. Under pressure, takes a shot. He does. He has his receiver streaking down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies.
Jimbo Hawk, his 2nd touchdown of this first quarter. They press him up in man coverage, and he says, thank you very much. Just beats his corner right off the line of game. Malcolm Streets getting hit as he throws and delivers a dime to Jimbo Hawk. The Aggies in chat are going, call.
There's a reason they show Jimbo Hawk as the impact player, and that's exactly why he's able to make those plays. The extra point up and good from Hansen. 24-7, 29 seconds left in the first. Again, Florida State's been here before, almost very close to same score against Texas, and they came back and won that game.
And they are home here, and they are the #1 team, so that speaks to who they are and what they can do as a team. So again, there is way too much time left for anybody that is thinking that this one is going to get out of hand. Florida State is well more than equipped to handle this.
And at the 25 now, under center is Scally. 2 receivers to the left. And we'll hand this one off to Money. 3 yards on the carry.
Yeah, good job by D-Money. Gage Xander Martell almost had him in the backfield, but D-Money said, dip my shoulder. Thank you very much. Get past him. Jurgen McGregor does stop him after 3.
And so 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion left to right. Money in the backfield, play action, quickly throwing right. Has his tight end, Zane Tree, for 15 yards and a first down. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Texas A&M up 24-7. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sport on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We are back for the second quarter. David Ware, Cade Padgett live from Tallahassee, Florida. Seminoles Trent down at the moment, but lots can change. The money with a 2-yard loss.
And Gage Martell setting the edge right there for his second TFL of the night. Came into the game with a league-leading 23 TFLs on the season. Ben, 100 plus 200 is 300 bits in chat from Ben.
So 2nd and 12. Scally goes under center, tied it in motion from left to right. And play action, throwing left side. And oh, so close, but the defense making the play.
CJ Jackson had the inside leverage, but Miles Shakur just hit him at the point of attack and knocked that ball away.
2 by 2 now for Scally. Under pressure, hit as he's throwing. Incomplete. It is 4th and 12. The Aggies defense now has their ears pinned back.
Gage Martell got there a half step too late to get the sack, but enough to force a wobbly ball to hit the turf and get the ball back for the red-hot Aggie offense.
And this return by Showers is good for 10 yards. 8:28 left in the first half. Cade Padgett, David Ware in the booth with you. We've seen Jimbo Hawk so far early. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 4 streets. He's going to quickly throw left. Has his receiver. It's going to be Anthony Weston. Cade, with this offense so far, we have not seen much Felicia Sneed. Do you expect her to get involved soon?
I expect the offense to keep doing what they're doing, and just whoever is open is whoever's going to get the ball.
Tight end in motion from left to right for Streets under pressure. The blitz is picked up, but the ball is intercepted. Speedy Howard, the interception. Holy cow, what a play.
And Speedy Howard just put himself right in between the receiver and the quarterback, getting that one away from Malcolm Streets. Exactly what Florida State needed. A little bit of an injection of adrenaline right there. We're sitting at about 70 viewers across all 3 platforms, David.
And we are so glad to have each and every one of you as we finish up the final game in the second round. Tree in motion from right to left. Scally is under center. Tree goes back to the right side. Scally quickly throws left, finds his receiver, CJ Jackson, for a 14-yard reception.
A&M brought pressure right there, gave CJ Jackson a chance to get open on the corner route. 1,000 bits from Ben.
Wow. Thank you, Ben. You have been one of the biggest supporters in the chat all season long and a true nominee for the Fan of the Year, and you deserve every nomination vote you get.
Yeah, good job by Scally right there, finding Schultz. I mean, he's got over almost 9,000 bits this month alone, David.
I can't say enough great things about him except for his team. Not a Georgia fan, but hey, he's a great representation of the CFSL.
Yeah, TJ Scally just hanging in, finding Alexander Schultz on the curl route. And you see Scally's been very efficient, 11 for 15, getting this Florida State offense going here.
So now 1st and 10 inside the PX1 Sports red zone. Scally, the lefty, throws right, has his receiver. It's going to be Schultz. An 11-yard reception, and it's 1st and goal for the Seminoles.
And they're going to run the comeback route all the way down the field, and if it's open, keep throwing it, Scally.
Under center is Scally. Power I formation. He's going to throw under pressure. He gets the pass. Breaking tackles is Paulie Boomer, but loses 3 yards.
Yeah, good job by Boomer breaking the first tackle, but when there's a whole herd, a plethora, whatever you want to call it, of Aggies, you see Spearall right there slowing him down. Dawson Downey, Shakur, Jurgen McGregor, everybody trying to bring down Paulie Boomer.
So now at the 4, 2nd and goal. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left as Scally's in the gun. Money comes out of the backfield. Touchdown, Seminoles!
DJ Jackson laying out for that one. TJ Scally put it right where only his guy could get it. You thought it was a little bit overthrown, but look at Jackson laying his body on the line, going to get 6. Good response drive by the Seminoles.
Absolutely. Another 100 bits from Ben Costin. Thank you so much. The extra point is up and good from Pence. 24-14. 6:14 left in the first half. What a great first half we've seen so far. And this Florida State team is resilient, as we're seeing. The return by the Aggies out of the end zone across the 25. Jimbo Hawk with a 26-yard return.
And we got 7 bits from Haydini, 7 bits from Lucas. I talked to Grin coming into this game. He's got one of the most active coaching trees in the CFSL. I am on that coaching tree. I asked him, how does it feel to go against your own guys and to let them know that you're still the best to ever do it? I'll answer that after this play.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Streets throwing to the middle, wide open Dansby. It's as if the Seminoles forgot all about him.
And Tom, going back to my question, Tom said he's always proud of his tree. He never enjoys playing them, but he always wants to show them that he still has something in his bag, even if it's a little bit old school.
And that is exactly who Tom is. Dansby with the 8-yard carry, 2nd and 2. Tom is the godfather of the CFSL.
Yeah, you know, I think it was, I see Ben, whoever had the idea of game coaching quotes, I think it was Gunn talked about it today, and then we've done it in the past. We usually do it for the national championship, but it was a good idea to bring it in today.
Absolutely. Quickly throwing right, Street. He's finding Spencer Beatty 19 yards downfield. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Aggies.
And you see Beatty right there on the out route. Florida State playing over top. They don't want to get beat deep by Beatty. But again, Malcolm Streets and A&M, they're going to take what the defense gives you. And it's a good drive by A&M to kind of settle everything down after the pick and Florida State drive. It seems like the momentum was on the sideline of the Seminoles.
Loaded pistol now is going to be the read option. And there's the pitch. Sneed with the carry. She picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, good carry by Felisa Sneed, but what's more terrifying is that 6'1", 335-pound sophomore generational talent Frost Winter got out there and just tracked her down. Having someone that big move that fast scares the ever-loving goodness out of me.
He needs to change his depends after that one. And here we go. Streets rolling left, throwing left. Has a receiver, Walsh, for a 6-yard reception.
A good job by Brennan Walsh. Might have had the first down if he doesn't break that tackle. Instead, it sets up a 3rd and inches. The whole playbook is open. Malcolm Dansby's had it going tonight. The receivers have had it going. Who's going to get it to move the chains?
3 receivers to the right for Streets. A blitz is picked up. He throws right. Finds Weston for a 3-yard reception, and it's 1st down.
The 5th catch of the night already for Anthony Weston. He comes in only averaging 3 catches a game.
So now 1st and goal at the 20. Rolling right is Streets. Throwing right has his receiver, Spencer Beatty. They're inside the PX1 Sports Red Zone.
Speedy Howard stride for stride with Spencer Beatty, but Malcolm Streets put it where only Beatty could get it. Good pitch and catch by the quarterback-receiver duo.
Now at the 13-yard line. Streets in the gun 2-by-2 set as Sneed comes out. Sneed was the target, but the defense said no thank you.
And Fernando Gonzalez, the 3rd right there, was breaking it up. Riley Quinn went for the interception. Lucky to have that ball hit the turf.
Now Dansby back in the backfield. Read option, and Streets keeps it himself. Loses 3 yards. It is 4th and 5. And I imagine the field goal team will come out.
And you saw Frost Winter from the inside. He just defeated his block and got pushed into the wrong spot and giving Malcolm Streets no room to run. And again, a good drive by A&M, kind of stalls in the red zone, but a field goal opportunity, and it is converted by Brady Hansen.
And so the field goal is good. 27-14, 4:13 left in the 1st half. What a game we have here as the Aggies are upsetting the Seminoles, but lots of football left, ladies and gentlemen, and a return out of the end zone. Augustine, 27 yards. And at any point in time, Cage, we can see D-Money, C.J. Jackson, Schultz, Clark, or even Ryan Stewart. We can see a lot of weapons just get open downfield.
Yeah, it's a luxury of riches for Florida State.
Scally quickly throwing right, has a receiver, and that's C.J. Jackson, 19 yards.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lost coverage right there by A&M. C.J. Jackson just ran the corner route, and it wasn't a great throw by Scally. He put it on his chest. He might have a chance to turn it upfield and go. Instead, he kind of floated it, gave the Aggies a chance to get out there, but a good job by C.J. Jackson holding on to that one.
And so now 1st and 10 at the 43. Under center is Scally, and we have what appears to be a false start.
Yeah, 2nd penalty of the game against Florida State. You don't see penalties very often, but when they do happen, they can be killer.
Yeah, they are. So 1st and 15 now, back at the 38-yard line, right hash mark. Scally goes under center. Money in the backfield. Money will get the carry. Money trying to bounce off the first defender, picks up 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 14.
And Z-Money just refusing to go down. Dawson Downey had him in the backfield for what looked like a TFL, but Money just a little too slippery to get anything on that play.
3 receivers to the right now. And this is going to be Money running left. He loses 2 yards. That brings up 3rd and 16.
Jurgen McGregor, the former German flag football player who's often called a bum, yes, that's my player, got the TFL. And again, the penalty by Florida State just kind of sets him behind the chains and puts him in a 3rd and long here.
So now 3rd and 16, 2 receivers to the right. Scally under pressure. They're going to go halfback screen to Money. Money tried to get downfield, but I tell you what, number 91, Britt Brownstone, the freshman, was chasing him and caught him.
And a 6'8", 300-pound freshman out of Boone Gap, Illinois, just tracked down Money on the screen. Did a great job reading it from the jump and forcing another Florida State punt.
And the punt is muffed. Uh-oh. Again, we see trouble in paradise as that one will have the Aggies starting deep in their own territory.
Yeah, it's just not a great job by Bradley Showers. Got to keep your eyes on it. David, we haven't asked the broadcaster question in a minute.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get to that in just a moment. Streets under center. Hands this one to Dansby running left. And to ask the broadcaster a question is, who's y'all's favorite college football team in real life? I don't think there's many questions here. I could take a guess, okay, what your favorite team is, and my first 2 don't count, and I bet I get it right.
Yeah, you probably would. They're watching them play right now. They're in all white. It's Texas A&M for me.
Absolutely. And now 2-by-2 for Streets. He's going to take a shot to the middle. Has his halfback Dansby in the backfield. And I think anyone that knows me, it's definitely Alabama is my favorite team in real life.
Yeah, I mean, typically as an AD, you really like to get the chance to coach and lead your favorite team. And I know we've both had that opportunity before.
Absolutely. 3rd and 3. It's a running play. As Dansby gets the line of scrimmage, it's going to be 4th and 3, and they're forced to punt.
Yeah, Dansby on that delayed draw had an opportunity, but man, Monty Lee just got him from the jump and rode him all the way down, just back to the line of scrimmage. Those delayed draws give the defensive ends an opportunity to undercut the tackles and bring down the backs in the backfield.
Here is the punt return by Schultz. 15 yards. As you mentioned, we like to AD our favorite team. This is my first season in the league for 18 years. My first season as an AD anywhere except for Alabama, and I'm still getting used to it.
Yeah, but you did a hell of a job this season at Tennessee, man.
Thank you, my friend. 2-by-2 as Scally hit the moment he unloads. C.J. Jackson bails him out, but Scally may be seeing stars.
And Scally had Britt Brownstone unblocked into his face. Look at that. And just not even a full throwing motion. Scally still gets it off. Perfect throw to C.J. Jackson. And then Jackson gets a good block on the outside by Ryan Stewart to turn it upfield and get great yards after the catch.
Scally is one of the larger quarterbacks in the CFSL, and he looked extremely small compared to Brownstone. 2 receivers to the right for the lefty as Scally throws right. Incomplete. And Cade, I can never get used to a left-handed quarterback. I'm sorry.
No, I don't like left-handed quarterbacks either, but Scally just led Ryan Stewart a little bit too far outside.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Scally. Goes to his reads, he throws right, and Noah Radloff had an opportunity at the play. He knocks it down. 3rd and 10.
Ben Coaston, yeah, Scally is, well, this TJ Scally is only a freshman. We've had other Scallys in the league, but the quarterback for Florida State is only a freshman.
Now 2 receivers to the right for Scally in the gun. Jackson to the left. Gonna go halfback screen to the left. Money breaking the first tackle. Not able to evade the ball, though. A 3-yard reception, 4th and 7. And we're gonna see a 4th down attempt here.
Yeah, they're in no man's land. It's not too windy tonight, but it might just be a little bit too far for a field goal.
27-14, it is 4th and 7. The Seminoles getting aggressive. 2 receivers to the right. Jackson to the left for Scally in the gun with Money to his left. Again, it's only a 2-mile-an-hour wind tonight, but you gotta love the Godfather, Tom, and his play calling. Letting the play clock wind down. as Florida State does get the ball to start the second half, so maybe a 2-for-1. There is the snap, and taking a shot deep down the right side, right corner of the end zone, and it's a turnover on downs as the defense played that one perfectly.
And stride for stride with Alexander Schultz was Miles Shakur. Scally again getting hit as he throws, and Shakur just going up for it, knocking it away. Playing the field position battle, A&M's going to gain about 15 yards in field position versus if they intercepted that and had a touchback.
So the Aggies will start this drive at the 34 now, the right hash mark. 3 receivers to the right as Dansby is in the backfield blocking for Streets, who throws right, and Streets just floats that one over Dansby's head.
Yeah, well, he saw a pretty girl in the first row of the stands and wrote his phone number on that ball beforehand, and he felt now was the time to shoot his shot.
I mean, it seems legit. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Streets. He's under pressure, throws left, has his receiver, and that's Dansby, the 4-yard reception.
A&M's going to go quick here, but it wouldn't shock me if they bleed the clock a little bit. Never mind.
They're not, as Streets throws this out of bounds. 4th and 6. They're really going to give the Seminoles a chance for a 2-for-1.
Yeah, they really are going to give them a shot here. I don't like the play calling there. I mean, I got no problem if you're going to go quick, but you got to hang in and at least give somebody a catchable ball. If not, I mean, credit to Florida State for bringing pressure.
And here is the return. Thank you to Ben Costin with 10 more bits. He's all about showing us his biddies. I like it.
You know, it's probably because I heard you may or may not have changed into your Show Me the Biddy shirt at halftime.
I did. I absolutely did. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Scally. Taking a shot to the left as his receiver as Florida State takes a timeout. 17 seconds left in the half.
On the 42-yard line, David, they're probably 25, 30 yards away from field goal range.
2nd and 2 for Scally. We've seen some big plays. And going to the middle, C.J. Jackson, and a timeout from Florida State with 12 seconds. They're right at midfield.
Good job by Jackson holding on to that one. A&M is press coverage. If I'm the Aggies, I'm backing up.
Can they get in field goal range? 10 seconds. Scally to the right has his receiver, and Schultz with the first down. And 7 seconds left on the clock. And they will start the clock. Here it is. It is going. And 3 seconds, and Scally to the right side. It's incomplete, and that will end the first half, 27-14. The Aggies on top over the Seminoles. This first half has been back and forth, lots of momentum, and really 2 great defenses so far, Cade. What are your expectations of the Seminoles coming in the second half to try to reel themselves back in this?
Really expecting Florida State's offense to start trying to push it more downfield and taking more shots. It was an onslaught early by A&M, jumped out to a 17-0 lead, but they've really stalled as of late. Not a whole lot of conversions, not as explosive. Maybe as the Florida State defense waking up. The Aggies, again, pouring it on early, but Florida State has finally woken up a little bit. We're seeing some touchdowns from C.J. Jackson, one of the best catches I've seen in a long time. But Florida State, you're number 1 for a reason, okay? You've had comebacks this season. You know who you are. You know what you bring to the table. I have no doubt in my mind that Tom is talking to his team and getting them squared away for this second half.
Absolutely. And looking at time of possession, 3 minutes to the good for the Aggies. Neither team really able to rush much, as we're seeing 18 yards for the Aggies, -1 for Florida State. Kate, I'm kind of shocked D-Money for the Seminoles hasn't been as active as I would have expected going into this game.
No, D-Money has nearing 900 rushing yards, 10 touchdowns on the season for the junior. He's really one of the bell cows that gets this offense going, and Scally operates play action off of D-Money. So, again, he might get involved early this second half.
Well, I tell you what, the Seminoles start in the second half across midfield as Augustin, 51 yards on the return.
Yeah, my wife is in chat. Sweet words were not spoken in this house. I promise you, she's one of the biggest smack talkers I've ever seen.
2 receivers to the left. Tree in motion from right to left. The Scally is under center. And taking a shot, this will be incomplete. I would love to be a fly on the wall for this game in your household right now, Kate.
Well, I'm in my office, door closed, calling the game. I don't know where she is. I expect her to come in here and sit down at some point.
Under center is Scally, and this is a run up the middle for money. And we see her there saying, hey, so thank you very much.
Yeah, she's going to come in here at some point. She's going to start giving me the bird. She's going to start mouthing words, silently talking her mess. But it's a good play by the Aggie defense to force the 3rd and long.
2 receivers to the left for Scally. He's going to throw right. And, hey, look, he can throw short and still get the 1st down as Fink with the 13-yard reception.
Yeah, Ben Fink, the 3-star freshman out of Harrison, New York, only 4 catches on the season. It's one of the, like, you look at how deep this Florida State offense is when you have guys like Fink that, oh, hey, big 3rd down, we trust you enough to go get this.
Absolutely, 2 by 2 for Scally. Money in the backfield, and Money is absolutely upended, and wow.
Good Lord, Dawson Downey came in a little underneath stunt right into the gap to plant D-Money.
Yeah, that was a heck of a hit. 2 receivers to the left now as Money runs left. A stiff arm, 2 more defenders bring them down. And I tell you what, Radloff in on the play, but the Aggies defense just swarming, and the whole herd of Aggies all over the place.
Yeah, you see Money breaking the 1st tackle, but it's the 2nd and 3rd guy that managed to bring him down.
3rd and 15 for Scally, empty set. Taking a shot deep on the right side. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Alexander Schultz finally strikes against the Aggies, who are pressed up on 3rd down, and he makes them pay. Jaden White eyes too long in the backfield. Let Schultz get behind him, and just a frozen rope from TJ Scally, and it is all exactly what the Seminoles needed to start this 2nd half.
The freshman quarterback making huge halftime adjustments, getting the Seminoles back within 1 score now, 27-21. 7:43 left in the 3rd. We're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook tonight. We appreciate all of you tuning in. It's David Ware, Kate Padgett, and Jimbo Hawk there with a 26-yard return, 1st and 10 for the Aggies.
6 bits from, or 7 bits from, 6 bits from Ben, 7 from Haydini, 100 from Grin. The biddies are coming back out.
And then Ben throws another one in there as well, as Dansby with the 2-yard rush, 2nd down and 8.
Dansby trying to get going, 11 carries, but he's only averaging 2.9 yards per touch. The Florida State defense has really hemmed in on him.
Streets in the gun, 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right, and Dansby on the play action, quickly throwing right. Streets finds his boy Blue Hayes, 18 yards and an Aggie 1st down.
2nd catch for Blue Hayes on the night on that corner route, his favorite route in the league. Blue Hayes has been a very nice addition to a very powerful A&M offense, the 4-star freshman out of Crowheart, Wyoming.
So now 1st and 10 from the 45, as Streets is in the gun. Will play action, throws right, has his receiver, and again Blue Hayes with the reception.
10 bits from Cease and Chat, back-to-back corner routes to Blue Hayes. Malcolm Street says thank you very much into Florida State territory. Go the Aggies.
And Tyler, no, I do not almost say the wrong team. Thank you very much. He likes to troll a little bit. Dansby with a 3-yard loss.
And Florida State bringing the house right there. Hayden Jackson on the TFL. Again, his yards per carry average, especially on those outside runs, is not there.
So now across midfield to the 43 of Florida State. 2 receivers to the left, and this is going to be a running play. Dansby up the middle, 3 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and 10. Not what you want really for 3rd down.
No, Riley Quinn on the stop right there. Dansby, you saw he was starting to carry the defender, but Quinn comes in and shuts that one down right away.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4 Streets in the gun, taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, wide open receiver. Touchdown, Aggies!
Jimbo Hawk's third receiving touchdown. He is the recipient of every Malcolm Street's passing touchdown right now. And he just absolutely burned the cover two well down the sideline. Riley Quinn not fast enough to get down there. The Aggies could go for two here to push it to 15, and they are not going to. They're going to settle for the PAT to make it a 13-point game.
I think that's the safe play right there. The extra point up and good. 34-21. Number 9 seeded Aggies on top of the top seeded Seminoles. 6:17 left in the third. The Seminoles will return this kick out past the 20 to about the 23 as Augustin with the 22-yard return.
Yeah, Augustin has done a really great job tonight on the returns. You look at the stats for Jimbo Hawk. He's only got 4 catches, but I'm not saying that, but 4 catches for 3 touchdowns.
That was picked up in chat. 6-7. Scally quickly throws left, finds Zane Tree, and that's going to be a first down.
I have no desire to indulge on that brain rot, but Zane Tree has been very good underneath for TJ Scally tonight.
Oh. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Scally. He's going to unload. This will be incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
I'm loving Scally's pocket awareness here, David. He feels Xander Martell coming from the backside and just airs it out for the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 under center is Scally. Tree in motion from right to left. 4 down linemen for the Aggies. Scally quickly throws left, finds his receiver, breaking tackles, breaking hard. Just Paulie Boomer with the 6-yard reception.
Paulie Boomer laying his own boomstick, so to speak, shedding off Noah Radloff like nobody's business.
Now it's 3rd and 4. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Scally is in the gun. Halfback screen to the short side. Has his halfback money, but it's going to be a yard short. The Aggies with the stop.
Dawson Downey had read it the whole way, but I give credit to Britt Brownstone on that one. Read it from the jump, caused a couple of offensive linemen to stay back and block the big D tackle, giving Downey a chance to make the stop.
And another muff punt, the 2nd of the night for Showers and the Aggies. I tell you what, you're playing with fire with those muff punts.
They really are, and Showers has a punt return touchdown on the season, David. This is a little uncharacteristic for him.
2 receivers to the right, 1 in motion for the Aggies as they hand this one off to Dansby up the middle. It's going to be an 8-yard carry, 2nd and 2.
I love that play right there for Dansby. Run it in between the tackles, gives you a chance to get downhill. If you stretch it out, you're going to be losing yards.
Streets goes under center. Receiver in motion on the right side. And we do have Dansby in the backfield. Dansby will get the carry. Goes to the outside edge, has the first down on the 7-yard carry.
It's just because I said that the outside ones don't work. He wants to bounce it out. Lars in chat, we don't talk about that punt return. Dude, we had almost 400 return yards in that game alone. It was one of the most wild things I've ever seen.
3 receivers to the right for Streets, and he's going to throw this one right. It's incomplete, and 2nd and 10.
And good job by Streets just airing it out. Florida State, fantastic coverage on the back end.
Now under center is Streets. And this is going to be play action. Taking a shot to the right side. And again, another big play. Your boy Blue with 22 yards, 4 catches, 83 yards. And this Aggie offense is riding the blue wave.
Yeah, normally when you go back to the same play, your averages will go down, but he's averaging 21 a catch. Boy, you're my boy, Blue Hayes. What a route.
Across midfield to the 46 of Florida State now. 2 by 2 for Streets in the gun. Dansby in the backfield blocking for him as he throws to the middle. And he finds his receiver, Jimbo Hawk. That's good for 7. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, Jimbo Hawk on the crossing route ran right into Mark Sala, who wrapped him up sure-handedly. Hawk dangerous on that crossing route. Good catch.
Sala is not going to miss many tackles. Play action for Streets. And oh, what a leap right there. It was Wade Smith, the senior, making the play.
And Malcolm Streets playing with fire right there. Wade Smith read it the whole way, going for his first pick of the season, just couldn't bring it in.
In the gun, and Streets will hand this one off to Dansby. Not able to get the first down. 4th and 3. Are we in no man's land, though?
And we are in no man's land. That's kind of what I figured that play call was. If you're going to run it there, you're openly saying we're going to go for it on 4th.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Streets. He was under center. He's going to throw left. Has a receiver, and I'll tell you what, your boy Blue has been on fire. A stiff arm pushes forward for the first down, and the Aggies get a fresh set of chains.
Jimbo Hawks getting all the touchdowns, but Blue Hayes is the one that's getting them down the field.
Loaded pistol, and this is going to be Sneed with the carry. The ball's on the ground. A lineman comes back and gets it. Oh, I tell you what, and guess who? Wade Smith with the forced fumble.
Trying to make up for that dropped interception, and he almost did. Aggies getting bailed out by the offensive lineman to recover it. Oh my goodness, Felisa Sneed with almost the biggest mistake for the Aggies tonight.
I tell you what, the Seminoles are doing their best to get back in this game. 2nd and 10, loaded pistol for Streets. As he's going to go triple option. Never got to the pitch of the halfback as he was swallowed up immediately.
Kai Forche right there bringing him down, but you look at what Florida State did. They had one for the dive man, they had one for the keep, and they had one for the pitch. That is exactly how you play the triple option. Streets had no chance to pitch it out. It would have been a fumble if he did.
3rd and 13 from the 29. Empty set for Streets. He's going to throw to the middle. It is dropped. 4th and 13. Imagine the field goal team will come out, and they do.
Yeah, they will. Again, 3rd time tonight, Florida State's defense has stood up and forced the Aggies for a field goal attempt.
Here is the kick by Hansen. It is up, and the kick is no good. Wide left. Florida State escapes this drive without any points given up.
And that is a huge stand for the Seminoles. If the Aggies complete that 3rd down completion, it may not be a conversion, but it'll be close enough for a better field goal.
Let's see what the Seminoles can do as Scally goes to money. It is incomplete thanks to the impact of the defense.
And Jaden White was right there the whole way, knocking it out. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right now for Scally. Money in the backfield. Blitz is coming from the left side. Scally throws right, finds Schultz, a 7-yard pickup, and Schultz does a great job coming back to that one.
Yeah, he did. He was past the first down marker, but again, Scally didn't put a whole lot of zip on it. Schultz had to come back to it, but that 7-yard catch puts him right at the century mark.
Downey now with 10 tackles on the play. As we have Money up the middle, 2nd effort gets the first down, and one of his better runs tonight.
Yeah, 7 yards right there for D-Money. He's only sitting at 4 on the night, but that is what D-Money is, and that's what Florida State wants to do.
2 receivers to the left. Now Scally goes under center. Money gets the carry running right, has some blocking, and Money is always money for the Seminoles, and you cannot let him get cooking like he's starting to now.
Yeah, if Florida State manages to get D-Money going in the remainder of this 3rd quarter and then the 4th quarter, it could be a tough finish for the Aggies.
At midfield, 2 receivers to the left, and Money will get the carry again across midfield. Money 9 yards, and this is exactly what the Seminoles needed, and the Aggies tried to avoid.
Yeah, Florida State going right back to their bread and butter. D-Money averages 22 carries, almost 100 yards on the ground per game, but they're not running it here.
2 by 2, Scally throwing right. That running game will set up the passing game. There's Schultz with the 9-yard reception.
Yeah, but again, that's what Florida State wants to do. They want to run the ball, and they want to set up this short passing. Easy to pitch and catch for TJ Scally.
2 by 2 now for Scally to the middle. Schultz again. A first down after the 13-yard catch.
Florida State's motor is running now. Alexander Schultz, 10 catches, 122.
Right outside the PX1 Sports red zone. 2 receivers to the left. Jackson to the right. Got Augustin and Money in the backfield with Scally. 54 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. As Scally will go to Money out of the backfield. It will be good for 1 yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
And that's how you slow down D-Money. It's not one player, it's multiple. 2 Aggies right there to bring down D-Money right after he caught that ball.
The problem is that will leave someone else open when the defense blacks. And Scally throwing left, finding Zane Tree, 14 yards. It is 1st and goal, Seminoles.
Yeah, both Blue Hayes and Zane Tree have made their living tonight on those tight end corner routes. It has been awesome to see.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Scally under center. Going right, has a receiver. Chris Clark, the freshman. A 4-yard reception, 2nd and goal.
3rd catch for Clark. Been a little quiet tonight. Over 700 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns on the season for the freshman.
Now at the 2 with 2 receivers to the left. Scally goes under center, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, 3 quarters are complete. The Aggies up 34-21. Stay tuned. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We'll be right back to the 4th quarter. Welcome back to the 4th quarter. David Ware, Cage Pageant, and we have ourselves a heck of a playoff game right here. Scally under center, hands it off to Money, and he picks up 1 yard, 3rd and goal.
We got 4 bits in chat from Ben. We got 20 bits from Cease. Emerson Spiro on the stop right there. This is make it or break it. You know, it wouldn't shock me if Florida State's in 4-down territory.
3rd and goal now from the 2. Scally in the gun. Augustin blocking to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Somehow, some way, Alexander Schultz holds on to that when Noah Radloff put his whole body on the line to try and knock it away. A 12-play drive by Florida State after the A&M missed field goal. And with 8:37, the lead is sitting at 6. And we get 6 bits from Ben in chat, 7 from Grin. This has been everything that we had hoped for from this quarterfinal matchup.
Absolutely, the Aggies with the kick return. Jimbo Hawk, who's got a couple touchdowns tonight in the receiving game, 24 yards on that return.
We got 7 bits from Haydini, 1 more bit from Ben. You just talked about him. Here is the 3-piece touchdowns that Jimbo Hawk has had tonight. It wouldn't shock me if A&M and Malcolm Streets go right back to him and to him early on this drive to get momentum back on their side. Again, Malcolm Streets has done really well. The one mistake on the interception, had almost another interception, but has played very well tonight.
The question, okay, do you try to strike fast and steal the momentum, or do you try to chew some clock with Dansby? Play action, Streets rolling right, throwing left. He floats it and finds his receiver, Jimbo Hawk. And hey, what do I know, as Hawk is the recipient of the 20-yard catch.
Yeah, deep crossing route on that one. Streets rolling all the way to his right, throwing it back left. That's almost, that's a cardinal sin for quarterbacks. You never throw it back across your body. But when Jimbo Hawk has that much of a step on the Florida State defender, you have to take your chance.
I am not going to read Ben Costin's comment because that just seems like an almost guaranteed curse alert against us. But it is accurate, as this is a 6-point game. Dansby with a 3-yard run.
Yeah, right at the 3 yards per carry average, 7 bits from 4 CD. Frost winner on the stop right there. He is looking to turn this game on its head for Florida State.
2nd and 7, loaded pistol as we see Dansby leveled. And guess who? Wade Smith. And I tell you what, Dansby's still trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, you see Florida State run a little bit of a crossing stunt, and Wade Smith just, oh my goodness, laying his body on the line, bringing down Dansby.
CTE for sure, as now Streets rolling left, throwing left, has a receiver one-on-one. Your boy Blue, 42-yard reception. How in the world does Blue Hayes go up and bring that one down?
I have no idea how Blue Hayes catches that. 10 pits from Ben, 11 from Grin. But look at Blue Hayes right here just going up over Hayden Jackson and just mossing him to move the chains when the Aggies needed a first down.
I mean, that was a fantastic play. 3 receivers to the right for Streets. Will go to the halfback, the wide receiver Weston for a 1-yard reception.
30 bits in chat from Cease. And again, the wide receiver screen to Weston. It gets some yards right there, but Florida State plays it beautifully. BJ Cooksey on the stop.
Streets will go under center with 2 receivers to the right. He's quickly going to throw right, and he finds his boy Blue Hayes again. 7 catches, 143 yards.
And Blue Hayes has been the guy tonight for the Aggies. Hawks got the touchdowns, but this game would not be where it is without Blue Hayes.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Streets, and the Aggies under pressure to the back of the end zone. It is incomplete. 4th and 3. I imagine the field goal team comes out, and they do.
Yeah, good stand by Florida State again in the red zone. A&M, this will be their 3rd red zone field goal. And if Florida State can come back and win this, that's going to be the story. A&M settling for 3. Again, 100% in the red zone tonight, 100% in the red zone on the season. It is a 2-score game, but you need touchdowns, not field goals.
Absolutely, but that field goal does push it to the 2-score game like you mentioned. That could definitely be a game changer. C.J. Jackson, a 28-yard return. Scally has got hot here lately, and I expect C.J. Jackson to be the recipient of a deep pass.
It wouldn't shock me, but what shocked me the most was I just saw Frost Winter on the kickoff team.
1st and 10 for Scally. Under pressure. Scally sacked for a loss of 8. McGregor, his 1st sack of the night, 2nd tackle for a loss, is going to bring up a 2nd and 18.
And McGregor gets the credit here, but you see Brownstone and Martell coming behind Scally, and that's the only reason number 11 gets the sack. 3 Aggie defensive linemen in the backfield bringing Scally down.
Yeah, Brownstone leading Scally right to McGregor there. 2nd and 18. 2 receivers to the right, Jackson to the left. Play action, throw into the middle. Spurall with the deflection is going to force a long 3rd and 18 for the Seminoles.
Emerson Spurall right in the passing lane, just got his hands up. A&M pressed up on 3rd and long.
3 receivers to the right for Scally. And the Seminoles throwing right, has a receiver, led him out of bounds. Oh my goodness, C.J. Jackson would have had the 1st down if he could have stayed in bounds.
I'm a little shocked he didn't go with a little bit of a toe drag animation right there, but maybe Scally let him just a tad too far, but it was a great stand by the Aggies.
Here is the punt as the Aggies on the plus side of the field. Showers does not buff this one. The Aggies in great starting position, up by 9. 5:59 left in the 4th quarter. They are at the 45 of Florida State. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield. Quickly throwing right will be incomplete. 2nd and 10.
I'd like Malcolm Streets to kind of let that play develop a little bit and see who gets open. There wasn't a whole lot of pressure in his face, but I guess he just didn't like what Florida State was doing on the back end.
Now 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, quickly throwing to the right, and will find Spencer Beatty for a 1-yard reception. 3rd and 9 from the 44.
Yeah, a little bit of a flare route right there, but there was no blocking for Beatty.
3 receivers to the left, to the right. It's an empty set for Streets under pressure. Takes a shot deep down the left side. It is caught. It's a touchdown. He's Jimbo Hawk, his 4th touchdown of the night. Streets 4th touchdown pass of the night. And the Aggies have extended their lead 43-28.
Yeah, Florida State pressed up on 3rd down, letting Jimbo Hawk get behind him. And a beautiful throw from Malcolm Streets into the breadbasket of Jimbo Hawk, well behind the defense. It was sitting at a 9-point lead, David. Even with the touchdown, it's still a 2-score game. It's 16 points, 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions for Florida State is what they trail by.
Jackson with the return, and we've seen some special teams as well, so don't overlook that. 114 biddies by Cease. We appreciate you.
My wife's asking for a rock. Is she going to throw it at me?
80 bits by Tori and that dude. We appreciate you, my friend. And quickly, Scally gonna go to Schultz for a 7-yard reception.
Yeah, good job finding Alexander Schultz right there. Again, 12 for 131. Schultz has been the guy for Florida State. 2nd and 3 here for the Seminoles.
Scally goes under center, bunch set to the left. Quickly throwing to the right, finds Chris Clark, a 6-yard reception.
Yeah, good job by Clark on the drag route right there, moving the chains. But I'm a little shocked Florida State's not going quick here, David.
I mean, I am too. It is a 2-score game. You do not want to make a mistake. You want to control the tempo, and that's exactly what Scally's doing. He is under center, 1st and 10, hands this off the money. Money getting a 5-yard carry, 2nd and 5 as we hit 5 minutes left in the game.
Good carry by D-Money there. Again, anything more than 4 on first down is exactly what you want to do. And again, D-Money just keeping Florida State ahead of the chains right now.
Now at their 45, again, Money will get the carry. Money spinning forward 11 yards and a Seminole first down.
It looked like D-Money paid the price at the end of that one, but I mean, if you're going to spin forward for 11, I think he'll be okay with it.
1st and 10 as Scally in the gun. Looks left, throws left, has Chris Clark for a 3-yard reception.
Good job by Clark getting his feet in bounds on that one. 2nd and 7 here. Scally, again, just taking what the defense is going to give him.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Money in the backfield will get the carry. That one is denied, though, as McGregor in the backfield for a tackle for loss.
And 3rd TFL on the night for McGregor. McGregor and Martell came in tied top of the league in TFLs, and they have both added to their tallies tonight.
4 down linemen for the Aggies. It's a 3rd and 10. Scally in the gun. Tight end in motion from left to right. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here is Scally. He throws left. A diving C.J. Jackson. We've seen that tonight. It was for a touchdown. This time it's for 5 yards.
It was for 5 yards on the touchdown, too. But, man, these diving catches by C.J. Jackson, they're so fun to watch.
This could be for the game. It's 4th and 5. Down by 16. Tree in motion from right to left. Scally's in the gun. Empty set. Scally under pressure, taking a shot deep down the right side in the end zone. It is intercepted. Holy cow. Texas A&M coming up with the play. Sophomore Jaden White, the corner, with the interception. And that could be all she wrote.
I saw that play from the jump, David. As Scally looked at Schultz from the jump, it was a touchdown, but it wasn't his first read.
Here we go. Streets will throw this one incomplete. If you're Texas A&M, Kate, I imagine Dansby and Snead get a few carries here.
I would imagine so too, but even if you're going to throw it, the name of the game is ball control.
So here we go. And this will be the run by Streets. He keeps it himself, loses a yard. 3:21 left, and 3rd and 11.
Good keep on the read option, but again, 2 Florida State defenders there. Nothing for Malcolm Streets to go. I mean, 3rd and 11. I understand playing it conservative, but I would also understand trying to go for it.
2:48 left in the ball game. The Aggies using the play clock all the way down. This will be Dansby with an 8-yard carry. Bring up 4th and 4, up by 16. I imagine, again, the play clock will wind all the way down before they punt.
It probably will. Florida State saving their timeout, so we're going to be right at about the 2-minute mark when the punt goes off. But, David, we have seen some crazy things in this league. It's still only a 2-score game. Far from over, especially with how explosive Florida State is.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. Special teams alone can return this for a touchdown and possibly get an onside. So lots of options left, and we are talking about Florida State and Tom Pence, the godfather of the CFSL. Here is the punt, as it is a deep punt, returned across the 40 to about the 44. Schultz 12 yards return with 1:56 left in the game.
Yeah, and I see people in chat saying A&M dominated. I mean, A&M is winning by 16. I mean, this is not a domination by any means. Tom and I talked all week about what this was going to be, and we knew it was going to be a fight. Neither team was going to dominate this one.
Scally taking a shot to the right side. Schultz, 24 yards. That was a quick strike.
And that's exactly what you needed. Schultz, 13 catches, 3 touchdowns. He wants to get his 4th.
So here we go. Scally in the gun, taking a shot to the right side. It's a floater, trying to find Schultz again. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, there are 2 receivers in the same spot on that one. A little bit of a miscommunication. Just gave safety Dylan Miles a chance to kind of just play roaming center field and knock that one down.
2 receivers to left. The Scally goes under center. It is 2nd and 10. He's taking a shot to the end zone. Touchdown! Seminoles!
And that's exactly what Florida State needed. Ryan Stewart behind the linebacker on the play. I believe that was Dawson Downey in coverage. But here's the big key, David. They need the 2-point conversion.
Here we go, 140. Scally in the gun, empty set, throws left. It's knocked down by Reed. And like that is a 2-point game, so 2-score possession for the Aggies. I do imagine we'll see the onside kick coming.
Yeah, we're in onside kick territory no matter what. Yeah, it's one of those plays like you're gonna hold your breath here if you're A&M and Florida State, because we know onside kicks can be recovered like that. They could also be recovered by the other team.
So here is the onside kick attempt, and Texas A&M will recover. Now keep in mind, Florida State has all 3 timeouts. Can they get a quick 3 and out and get the ball back? We shall see, but Jimbo Hawk, he has individually led this team with 4 touchdowns, and this Aggies offense has been living by him in the end zone.
I mean, they've been living by him all season, too. Over 1,000 receiving yards, 13 touchdowns. This will get him to 17. Yes, 17 receiving touchdowns. I believe that would be, let me check real quick, that would put him in league lead.
So now, here we go. It's going to be a running play. Dansby up the middle, 9 yards, and Florida State takes their first timeout.
Yeah, Dansby 9 yards right there. Hayden Jackson on the stop. I would think one more first down probably ends it.
Well, here is the running play, running right. It's the first down for Dansby. And Florida State takes the second timeout. 1:29 on the clock. They're right outside the PX1 Sports red zone.
And Malcolm Dansby with the first down right there. Felicia Sneed's in the backfield, but Florida State down to 1 timeout.
And here we go. Sneed will get the carry. The final timeout, 1:26 left. It is 2nd and 9 now for the Aggies.
I just want to take some time right now. I mean, since I'm the AD of A&M, you don't really get the ADs on the call very often, especially when I know Tom is listening. Tom, you know how much respect I have for you. You know how much respect I have for Florida State. My wife is on your team. When she was going through recruiting, I told her, I was like, Tom would be a really good place to go. She's awesome. You're awesome. I love you. I love and respect Florida State. It's a hats off to y'all. One hell of a season. Y'all are one of the best. You are the best. I love you, man.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, one more snap from the Aggies as they go victory formation. The number 9 seeded Texas A&M Aggies have upset the top seeded Florida State Seminoles 44-34 in Tallahassee. Okay, let's send the fans home.
4 ACC teams came into the quarterfinals. None are going into the semifinals. 3 Big 12 teams, 1 Big 10 team. A&M from start to finish controlled this game. Knew it was going to be a tough one. Florida State fought the entire way. Hats off to Tom, hats off to Florida State, and one hell of a team that they have. They are not going anywhere, but the Aggies dance on with their eyes on the semifinals and a rematch against the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I want to thank our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my partner tonight, Kay Padgett. On behalf of all of us, you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Come back Thursday. We have Oklahoma USC. They will square off for a chance at the national championship, and Iowa and Texas A&M. It's going to be a great night of football. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your game face on, your spirits high. We're going to see you guys Thursday night. We can't wait. Have a great night.